What's up, everybody? This is Bob. This is my first of 3 TED videos, and my first little mini TED talk is about the importance of a uh, developmental and truly impactful high school experience. Um, Over the past year, I've gone through the college application process, and of course, that involves visiting, interviewing, and applying to a number of different schools. And one of the things I've observed and learned over the past year is that sometimes there's a conflicting relationship between the the best high school experience one can have and the high school experience that will get you into you know a certain school or university that you want to go to. um, High school is in that time between when you're a 14-year-old freshman and an 18 or 19-year-old graduating young adult senior. Uh, in that maturation process is a time for developing who you are as a person, what you want to be, what you want to do going forward, and you know within all those, just developing your personality. And the way you do that in high school is picking experiences that will contribute to you learning what you want to do and who you are. Uh, Oftentimes, unfortunately, high school students in preparation for you know trying to get into the Harvards and Yales of the world overstretch themselves. They commit to too many extracurricular activities. They take too many honors courses, take too many AP courses and tests to truly experience and learn about all that you need to in a given class or sport or extracurricular activity. Um, you need to use your activities and classes to gain a full experience out of it so that you can take what you learn and go forward with it. And when you overstretch yourself, when you take you know all the honors courses your school offers and commit to 15 or 20 different extracurricular activities, you can't take the proper experience out of all of those. And so what that means is you can't let the the requirement that either you've been told about or what you perceive as you needing to take so many different you know stresses upon yourself uh, to look good for colleges. You can't do that because then you're letting that college define who you are as a high school student. And when you do that, you certainly can't see all that you need to see um, in all the activities you're doing to gain a full experience out of them. So in taking the proper number of extracurriculars or whatever it may be to give yourself a full experience, you need to use high school to discover who you are as a person and who you want to be going forward. Um, because when you get to college, that's when you're on your own and you have to implement what you've learned from, obviously not only your academic courses, but what you've done for MVS that can include all of your extracurricular sports, especially your immersion experiences. You have to take all that you've learned and apply it to life in college on your own, where you don't have the guidance of all the people around you necessarily that you did earlier in life. So the importance of high school is preparing yourself for that moment, giving yourself, you know, the lessons of who you are and, you know, who you want to be going forward, and taking those lessons and applying them. The thing you can't do in high school, as I see it, is do so many different things and try to create that perfect college resume, and then not take the experience out of enough things. And then when you get to college, whether you get into, the Harvard or Yale, or lo and behold you don't and you end up somewhere else, what do you have when your high school experience has been dominated by that end goal of getting into the Ivy League school, or the MIT or Caltech or Stanford of the world? So the end message is, use high school to become who you want to be going into college. Don't use high school to simply be what colleges want you to be to accept you. So that's the lesson that I think many high school students across the country um, need to learn and need to be cognizant of throughout their high school careers.